mode. Okay, recording. Thank you. All right, from the Office of Fresno County Superintendent of Schools CalFresh Healthy Living Program, I would like to introduce Cyndi Dean, Program Coordinator, Jason Wara, Project Specialist, and Charles Clancy, Wellness and Nutrition Specialist. So thank you for joining us today, and I'm going to let Cyndi take it over.
Thank you, Shawna. Thank you so much for having us. It's a pleasure here to be with all of you today. I hope you all, Doctors Academy students, are having a great time, parents too. So you are in for a treat, literally a treat. We're going to showcase some snackable bites based on a recipe that Jason will be presenting on. We're going to follow up with Charles, and he's going to get that heart pounding, making you put that great old smile on your face. And then I'm going to end with being present. So let's just join in and have a lot of fun. And Jason, let's go ahead and start off.
Awesome. Thank you, Cyndi. So, hey, everyone. My name is Jason Wara. Like Shawna said, with the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools and CalFresh Healthy Living. Got my CalFresh Healthy Living apron on here. We're going to do a cooking demo. But before I start, I'm going to talk a little bit about a website. This is where I got the recipe. Let me share my screen real quick so you guys can see. There you go. It's called eatfresh.org. And this website is kind of your one-stop shop for healthy eating. It's got all kinds of different recipes on it. You can search like most popular, very quick, low sugar, kid-friendly, vegetarian, all kinds of different stuff. There's a little mini course where you can learn more about nutrition. You can set up meal plans for yourself, discover new foods. There's a really cool spot where you can ask a dietitian a question. You email a registered dietitian and they will get back to you. And I've tried this before and it's really quick. They get back to you. So you can ask something of a dietitian and they'll get you an answer. And then one really cool thing about it is if you have, let's say you have a certain produce item and you don't really know how to cook it, you can put that in the search bar and it'll bring up all the recipes for that item. It'll tell you how to store it in your refrigerator or wherever you may store it best. So really a great resource for healthy eating and healthy cooking. That's eatfresh.org. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but when I'm done with my presentation, I will put that in the chat for you guys to access. Hundreds of recipes along with videos. A lot of them have videos on how to cook it as well. So that's eatfresh.org. I would definitely recommend checking that out. I'm going to, one second, stop my share and spotlight myself so you guys can see me a little bit better. All right, so for today's recipe and what I'm actually going to do as well is throw it up in the chat. One second here. I've got my cooking setup going, so it's a little hard to share and do stuff in the chat as well. But I'm going to throw this up real quick. We're doing a veggie tortilla roll. So quick and easy and a lot of nutrients. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to throw it up in the chat right now. And there's a link to the recipe. So here we go. The first step is we're going to get a whole wheat tortilla. And I chose whole wheat because there's two types of grains. There's whole wheat or whole and refined. All it means is when it's whole is that it contains the entire grain kernel, the bran, germ, and endosperm. So that's a whole wheat. If it's refined, it's been processed and it removes the bran and the germ. When they process it, it gives it better shelf life, but it removes some of the nutrients. It removes some of the dietary fiber, the iron, and the B vitamins that you find in a whole wheat. So we want to choose whole wheat. And according to my plate, we want to make half of our grains whole. So choosing whole wheat is a good way. If you're like, man, I really don't like whole wheat tortillas, when you're shopping, look for the word enriched on the package. If it says enriched, it means some of the nutrients have been added back in, specifically the B vitamins and the iron, but it's still lacking in the fiber. So we really want all the nutrients to be healthy. So choose that whole wheat. So we've got a whole wheat tortilla. And what we're gonna do is take some cream cheese, which is dairy, lots of calcium. And we're just gonna spread it right on the tortilla. Here we go. Just gonna spread it around right here. And this is a quick, easy recipe that you guys can make. It's a lunch or maybe a snack or something like that. So there you go. We've got our whole wheat tortilla with our cream cheese on it. Now we're gonna add our veggies. The first thing I'm gonna do is take some lettuce and put it on top. We've got a mixture of greens here, spinach and some butter lettuce. There you go. Nice and green colors. Those will have a lot of iron and vitamins and minerals in there to keep you healthy. Next up, we're gonna add some tomato. I've got some tomato already pre-sliced here. And one thing we always wanna do, and I did this before presenting, is wash our hands before we start cooking. Important to do all the time, especially when handling food. Next up, we're gonna add some cucumber. And we're talking about vegetables. I'm just gonna chop this real quick. There we go, add this cucumber on there. Our vegetables provide us lots of vitamins and minerals, and we want a variety of vegetables. That looks good right there. Now I've got some peppers. I've got some orange bell pepper and some yellow. So we're gonna chop this up real quick and throw it on our wrap. This is looking pretty good. I'm getting pretty hungry. I know it's like 12 o'clock. It's lunchtime. Here's some of our pepper. I'm gonna throw this orange one on there. There you go. Very important to eat a variety of different types of vegetables and different colors because they provide different nutrients to us. Now I'm gonna throw on some olives. There you go, right on top. Whoop, I missed my roll. There we go. And some green chilies. These are just canned green chilies, and I'm gonna throw them on top. They're diced, you can get those in a can. So we're getting all kinds of different vegetables on our wrap. So there we go so far. But what I wanna do is ask you guys a question. Let me grab 1 second, a rag. Wipe my hand off before I touch my computer. I'm gonna ask you guys a question in the poll. I'm gonna shoot a poll up, and instead of just making this veggie wrap, we're gonna add a sauce to it. So we're either gonna make a chipotle mayo, and we'll go through that, or a pesto sauce to put on our wrap. So you guys get to vote and see what one I'm gonna make. And I'm ready to make both. So let's see, go ahead and get your answers. We got a close one going. Looks like chipotle mayo might be pulling ahead. I think almost everyone has voted, 76% of people have voted. Keep going, we're almost there. Almost everyone has. Let me grab these food real quick. Give you 15 more seconds if you haven't voted. It looks like chipotle mayo is going to be our winner. I'm going to start clearing off this area so that I can get ready to make our sauce. All right, so it looks like chipotle mayo won. Let's share the results. There we go. Chipotle mayo, 66% of the vote, 46 people voting. All right, so let's move our little wrap to the side and let's bring in everything we need for our chipotle mayo. Let me bring up the recipe. And I will share these recipes in the chat after I'm done with the presentation. so we can all see them. Let's see. Got my water. Okay, first thing we're gonna do in a bowl, I've combined the spices already just to save time. So we've got a half teaspoon of chili powder, we've got a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a quarter teaspoon of chipotle powder right here in our spices. There you go, you can see them. Now we're gonna add a quarter cup of cream cheese. Get in there, cream cheese. We're gonna add a quarter cup of mayo. Right in there. Move that to the side. And then we're gonna add, I had it here, where did you go? Oh, it's right here. Quarter cup of water, or excuse me, 1 tablespoon of water. Some salt, just the taste. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt. Some lime. Let me grab my knife. Just a squeeze of lime in here. There we go. That over there. And then we're gonna mix her up. So here we go.
Jason, how long do you have to whisk that for? I see it.
It shouldn't be too long, but I'm just showing because I have some made already. So typically you'd use a blender, but my blender's off screen. I don't have a plug that close. So you, or if you have a little immersion blender, you can blend it with that. I have just a regular blender, but I'm almost done. So actually, well, I think we'll use this. It's not too long. You just want to get it all mixed up. And if you don't have a blender, this is a way to do it too.
It looks yummy.
Oh, it smells delicious, guys. And on those videos that I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to pour some of this on here. On those videos I'm going to be sharing, it shows you how to make the sauce and then how to kind of kick it up a notch. So it adds all kinds of different stuff into the sauces. So you can check those videos out. So we've got our wrap, we've got our veggies, we've got our chipotle sauce. It's got some kick to it. I'm not going to lie. It tastes really good. And now I'm going to open one more poll. Here you go. Oh, let me get poll number 2. Okay. Now we've got our vegetables, we've got our grain, we've got a sauce. We've got dairy in the cream cheese. Now we're gonna add a protein. So you guys get to vote on what protein we want to add. We're gonna add chicken, black beans, or tofu. All right. So we've got 2 vegetarian options and 1 lean meat. And when it comes to proteins, we want to make our meats lean. Choose lean meats. That's fats without a lot of, meats without a lot of fat. Because that extra fat will add a bunch of calories to our diet. And we don't want that. Oh, what happened here? There we go. It looks like chicken is far and away the favorite choice of everyone. So, or most people. Let's see if anything can catch up. It doesn't look like it. So I'm going to pull my chicken out. Here we go. And I'll give you a few more seconds to vote. It looks like chicken's the winner. So I'm going to end and share the results. There you go. We can see chicken got 83% of the vote. 53 out of the 85 people on here chose chicken. So chicken is the winner. It looks like everyone. Someone says chicken makes everything better. Everyone agrees with chicken, or most people. I've got some grilled chicken strips. Just really low fat. Chicken's a good meat to choose to keep it lean. What I'm gonna do is put some in this bowl. I like my chicken warmed up. I don't know about you guys. When I'm making a wrap, I like it warm. My microwave is right down here. So I'm just gonna warm that up for a few seconds. Because I'm gonna eat this wrap too. This is my lunch. So let's check it out. Of the food groups, the only one we're really missing is fruit, but we have our grains. And remember, we wanna make half of our grains whole. Look for it says whole grains or whole wheat on the package. We've got a bunch of vegetables. We're missing out fruit. We've got dairy and the cream cheese, and then we've got protein with our chicken. So here we go. Throw our chicken on. And guys, it's time to eat. I'm gonna wrap this up or try. I put a ton of stuff on it. I'm not the best when it comes to like measuring or looking at how much stuff I have. So instead of a wrap, I've got a giant taco filled with veggies, filled with chicken. I've got a Chipotle mayo sauce in here, and I'm gonna have lunch. I hope you guys follow along. I'll post the video to the sauce, and there's actually three other videos with different types of sauces. The pesto, and in each one has like a kick it up notch. I'll post those in the chat and enjoy. I'm gonna take a bite of this, and I'm gonna pass it off to Charles. Now you guys can get active.
Nice. That looks good, Jason. That looks really good. All right, let's see.
So good. I'm gonna have to eat it with a spoon and a fork.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Share, please.
All right, let me share my screen. Cool. Okay, can everyone see it? Perfect. All right. Well, what is up, everyone? My name is Charles Clancy. All right, I am with the Office of Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, and I have my master's in kinesiology, and I'm also a certified personal trainer. Hence the background. You guys see the weights in there? No, it's always gym time for me. All right. So I'm all things movement. All things movement. That's what I try to do. So we're going to jump into our little segment about physical activity and keeping it movement. All right, keeping it moving, where we're going to discuss some like health post-COVIDity. Yes, I said COVIDity. It's a made-up word, but I'm going with it. All right, and some things that may be deterring you from being as healthy as you can possibly be and holding you back a little bit. All right, and we're going to break some myths and misconceptions. We're going to play a little game about that. And then we'll end up with doing a little bit of physical activity. You got to practice what you preach. We got to move. We got to keep moving. So enough of me talking. Let's get right into it. All right. So this was what was going through my head when the pandemic first hit. Like sheer panic, right? I know some of you guys can feel me on this one, right? And this is very like an unusual and unprecedented times in our lives right now. Everything of your life was turned around, around this time last year. Everything was turned upside down. Maybe your schedule was thrown completely off, your daily routine, all that was thrown out the window, and maybe your priorities had to shift. But no matter how much like this virus has hit and the shuffle button on your playlist of life, taking care of your body is always the smash single that constantly needs to be put on repeat, right? You guys like the way the wordplay there? You like that one? No, not feeling it? That's okay. All right, but yeah, so make sure that your physical activity and exercise is a huge priority in your life, no matter what happens, okay? For a fact, exercise makes you healthy across every health spectrum, across the spectrum of human health completely. Exercise is always a great antidote for things. All right. And as like future doctors or future healthcare professionals and parents, sometimes you can get caught up in putting the needs of others before yourself. And that's kind of the reason why you guys are in that field, right? You have to be a very giving person. But there's a reason why when we're in those airplanes, you guys read the emergency card, why it says put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Because you can't help others until you help yourself. And physical activity needs to be that top priority. So you can help yourself so you can go out there and help others. Very important to do so. Okay? Because you can't achieve those goals in your life if you're not around to do them. So let's get some activity in there. So let's break some myths and about fitness that can possibly be a deterrent for some of you guys. All right. And the game I like to call fact or cap. All right. Let's see. Okay. So for those people that aren't born in Generation Z that don't know what cap is like false. So it's either fact is true or it's false. Cap. All right. I got my little soundboard here. So if you get it right, you might hear this. Yes. If you get it wrong, or if you think it's cap, you're going to hear that. Okay. All right. So this is how it's going to be played. So fact or cap is going to shed some light on those ugly misconceptions that sometimes surround exercise. I'm going to call on a person in the room, and you guys are going to let me know if that's a fact. Yes. Or if it's cap. Not the cap. Okay. All right. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready, because here we go. All right. Let's start us off with. Let's go with Andrew Zhang. Are you there, Andrew? Is Andrew there? Let's see. Let's go with.
I don't know if they'll be able to talk, but they can answer in chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do that then. I'm gonna have to go back there. Let's see. So Andrew, are you? Let me see if I can bring up my chat from this one.
I may be able to unmute him.
Okay. Okay, is Andrew there? I can't really see my chat right now.
Actually, they can unmute themselves. They should be able to, right? Oh, it says ask to unmute. Yeah.
Andrew, if you want to participate, you can unmute or you can type in the chat.
Or we can just go with, let's see.
Dee Dee is participating. Dee Dee, you want to answer?
Yes.
Okay, that's Dezora.
Wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
All right, your question is coming up, Dee Dee. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let me bring up the music. It's going to get real intense, Dee Dee. It's going to be a hard question. I'm just kidding. It won't be that hard. All right, Dee Dee, fact or cap? Someone who is thin is fit.
Cap.
Let's see if that's right. Yes. That is correct. Good job. Good job. That is cap for sure. That is cap. All right. So being fit means you have a strong and healthy heart, lungs, muscle, bones, and joints. Just because someone is thin or of normal weight does not mean they're healthy. You know, many people think that that they're able to stay lean and while they're eating poorly and exercising, they think that's okay, which is like a huge misconception among like a lot of young people and adults. Though you might appear healthy on the outside, you might have like the same health concerns as like someone that might be obese or overweight, you know, individuals on the inside. So when considering the risk factors associated with like heart disease and stroke or cancer, we often think about health indicators such as like smoking, cholesterol, blood pressure, and body weight. Poor diet and physical inactivity also increases the risk of heart disease and has a role in developing some of the cancers as well. So just because you're thin does not mean that you're healthy. Good job. You got that one right. Let's play you this one for that one. Good job, Dee Dee. All right. Do you mind picking someone else, Dee Dee? It's hard for me to see.
Yeah, sure. Emily Alvarez.
Emily, can you unmute yourself? Are you there? If not, we can choose someone else.
Let's try Emelina Lopez.
All right, Ms. Lopez, are you ready for
Your
your
camera on,
question?
Emelina. I know you're there. Okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, here is your question. Let's bring up some intense music for you as well. Here we go. All right, Ms. Lopez. Lifting weights will always bulk a person up. Is that fact or is that cap?
Cap.
Oh, you got it right. Nice job. That is cap. Weightlifting won't give you unwanted bulkiness unless you are specifically training for it, okay? This is like one of the fitness like fallacies that it's not just because like it's like misinformation it presents, but the fact that it like steers many people away from like the great benefits of being physically active and weightlifting. Um, what weightlifting won't do, it won't give you unwanted bulkiness unless you are training for that. Okay, especially for women. That's kind of I get some clients that think that, oh, I don't want to train real heavy because it's gonna make me all big and bulky. All right, women hormones aren't conducive to like bulkiness. Thus, women have like a greater handicap in like putting on this excess muscle and weight, like men can do. All right, especially no one will ever accidentally get bulky. Okay. So does anybody drive? If you drive at all? So that's like me, like not wanting to drive a car because I'm afraid that, oh man, if I start driving, I'm gonna end up in NASCAR. Like, I don't want to be in NASCAR. I just want to drive. Like that's the same type of thing. Like, there's no way you driving, you're gonna end up in NASCAR unless you're like really training and preparing to be in NASCAR. So same thing with lifting weights. You're not gonna have that crazy bulkiness, just by lifting weights, unless that is your specific goal and you're really training for that. Okay. And using like supplementation and things like that. So, all right, that is a cap. Good job. Jason, you mind helping me out in choosing the next person?
Yeah, let's go with everybody turn their camera off just now. No. How about Jaden? Jaden Chow.
Jaden,
Hello.
how you doing? All right, here we go. This one's for you. Fact or cap? When you don't exercise, your muscle turns into fat.
That's a cap.
Oh, you got it right.
All right, all right, all right.
Nice job, man. All right. So this is another big fallacy. All right. Fat and muscle are completely different types of tissue. Muscle cannot turn into fat. So muscle does not turn into fat. However, neglecting like your muscles and your overeating and to your body's energy demands will result in the growth of those fat. Okay. Now, fat is inside. It can be in the muscle. Our muscle use it for like an energy source. Okay. We have adipose tissue, we have fat underneath our skin and things like that. And you're born with as many fat cells as you're ever going to have. We don't have more fat cells, okay? Okay. It only gets smaller or it gets bigger. All right. So, and it doesn't turn into fat, and your muscles won't turn into fat. It's either they're getting bigger or they're getting smaller. And when they get smaller, maybe that fat shows a little bit more, but they don't turn into fat. So good job. Nice work. Nice work. Awesome. Jason, you want to choose the next person?
Yeah, our next contestant will be, is it Libby? Libby T? Yep. All right.
All right, Libby, here you go. Fact or cap? Being physically active is inexpensive.
Facts.
Yes, that is facts. That is facts. So physical activity can be done almost anywhere and does not necessarily need equipment. Like all you need is like a comfortable pair of shoes and you can get it rocking just like that. You can start walking, you can start going to the park. You know, it's walking is one of like perhaps the most practiced physical activities. And it is absolutely free, y'all. You don't spend the money to do it. You can just go around on your block with your community. Go on a trail. Okay. These are all ideals areas of walking and running or playing. Walking can be hard to like kind of see the changes right away because you're losing fat while you're slowly growing muscle at the same time. So it can be kind of hard to see. I like to think walking is like a long-term investment exercise. You know, it's not the GameStop stock where it's just like you get in real quick and it drops, right? This is a long-term one. This is like Coca-Cola stock or like Tesla stock. Like this one takes a while. This one might take a while to grow. All right. So although it takes a while, it is super beneficial and it is super good for you and beneficial. All right, here we go. Jason, can you choose another contestant for us?
Yes. Emily Pastrana. You are next. Factor Cap. She gave us a thumbs up.
All right, Emily, you ready to rock? Here we go. Here is your question. Emily, Factor Cap, exercise makes you tired. Should be made. What do you think? What do you think, Emily?
Facts.
You think it's facts? Okay, let's see if you're right. Let's see. Drum roll.
That is correct.
Okay, so this one's yes and no at the same time. It's also cap in a way that it initially when you're working out and you're depleting, you know, that your energy sources, you're gonna be tired initially. But here's the thing. That's like when you first start working out. As you start doing it regularly, it actually gives you more energy in the long run. Although you may feel tired in the initial workout, you usually feel more energized afterward. So doing any regular physical activity can raise your overall energy levels and make you better able to handle everything that you need to do throughout the day. Regular exercise can also improve like your sleep, it reduces stress and has so many other benefits. So although sometimes you might be tired doing it, I know you guys are going to feel better that you get it done. All right, you definitely will. It gives you that like little jolt of energy. All right. So now that it's time for us to, I'm talking about how all the benefits of exercise and how it kind of makes you feel better. Let's put that to the test. All right. So next thing we're going to get into, we're going to do a little physical activity ourselves. All right. And the game I like to call Meme Mood. All right. Let me share my screen one more time. All right, everyone, here we go.
Game is called Meme Mood. You pick the meme that best fits how you feel in different situations. Let's get into it. In this game, you'll have 10 seconds to choose between 3 options of memes and 20 seconds to do the matching activity. Are you ready for round 1? Let's get it.
Turn those cameras on.
What is your current mood? Is it A, B, or C?
How are you guys feeling right now? Is it A,
Decide
B, or
quickly.
C?
Only 5 seconds
You got
left.
5 seconds to decide.
If you chose A, you get to do arm scissors. If you chose B, you get to do side-to-side arm rolls. And if you chose C, you get to raise the roof.
And let's see. What are you guys choosing? Let me see. What are you guys choosing? What are you guys choosing? Let me see. I'm going.
Keep going. Hold it for 10 more seconds.
I'm a B person, so I'm gonna do this one. Okay, I see some C's. Okay. There we go. Time.
How would you feel if a Zoom class or meeting was just canceled?
Oh, the Zoom classes.
Would it be A, B, or C?
How are you guys feeling when those Zooms get canceled? Are you just like, oh my God? Or you're like, no, I wanted to go? Or are you just really
If
happy?
you chose A, you're doing elbow pumps.
This is
If
A.
you chose B, you're doing hand high lows.
This is B.
And if you chose C, you're doing side to side neck
This is
rolls.
C. I'm sorry, I'm kind of happy when they get canceled. There we go.
Looking
We got
good,
some
keep
B.
going.
We got C for them all. Keep going. 3 seconds. Time.
How would you feel if someone ate your last cookie?
Oh no, not the
Would
last
it be
cookie.
A, B, or C?
Are you shocked? Are you a little upset or are you sad? Which one are you guys feeling?
If you chose A, throw those elbows.
Those for
If
A.
you chose B, do some uppercuts.
Uppercuts
And if you
for
chose
B.
C, you got side to side cheer pumps.
You know what? I'm shocked when people eat the last cookie. You weren't supposed to know where they were. I hit them in the back for a
Looks
reason.
like you guys got the hang of it. 10 seconds left.
Keep going. 5 seconds. Good.
How do you feel after exercising? Is it A, B, or C?
How do you feel after exercising? A, do you just want to pass out? Is it B, just feeling good? Or is it C, you're feeling strong?
If you chose A, you have some elbow rotators. If you chose B, you got some side to side crunches. And if you chose C, you got some shoulder touches.
Shoulder
Let's go.
touches. Good. Nice work, everyone. 10 seconds. Keep on working.
How do you feel when your parents wake you up early?
Oh, no.
Is it A, B, or C?
Do you get up like the Undertaker? Are you a little upset? Or do you get up like just ready to go for C?
Hurry and decide, only 5 seconds left. If you chose A, you're gonna do cross body crunches. If you chose B, you're gonna do alternate shoulder presses. And if you chose C, you're gonna do some shadow boxes.
Shadow
Let's get
boxing.
it.
I think I'm feeling a little shadow boxing. I'm a little morning.
Yeah.
There we go.
You got less than 10 seconds left.
Keep going. 2 seconds.
All right, everyone, last one.
Last
How do you
one.
feel when you eat something good that's good for you? Is it A,
Are you
B,
like, no,
or
it's
C?
cool? Are you feeling real good when you eat something good? Or are you like, never doing that again? How do you feel when you eat something good that's good for you?
If you chose A, you're gonna do some shoulder shrugs. If you chose B, you got a freestyle dance sesh
Dance
all
party.
to yourself. And if you chose C, you're gonna do some bicep curls.
Oh, I'm feeling good. I like it when I eat something good. It makes me feel good. So dance party for sure for me. Come on, almost there. This is the last one. 6 seconds. 2.
Well, it looks like we made it to the end. Thank
Nice
you
job.
for playing Mean Mood. Stay healthy, stay active, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys got some movement in. Nice. I love the thumbs up. Thank you, Jaden. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah, how do you guys feel right now? Do you feel like do you feel more alert? Do you feel like more awake? Feel a little bit better that you got to move around a little bit, maybe a little loose? Yeah, so those are and we just did that for 5 minutes. Just imagine of doing that more often throughout the day. You just feel better throughout the day. Okay, so remember this feeling and always try to keep that song on repeat and stay moving and stay active. All right, so I'm gonna pass it on now that we got our bodies right. Now it's time to get our mind right with Miss Cyndi Dean.
Thank you. Right on. Let's go ahead and let's get me Let's give you the spotlight. There we go. Awesome work, right? We got our heart pounding a little bit. We learned some great facts, right? Not only did you get to see, too bad we couldn't taste what Jason made, because that looked pretty good, Jason. Looked really good. Then we jumped into, working out and getting our minds strong with some great questions there, Charles. Great questions for us to know. And I think he did it. I think he got us to know what the right answers were to the question that he asked. So thank you so much. Now it's about getting in touch with yourself. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk about, let's get this up. Here we go. Maybe, come on. There we go. It's about being present. And it's a secret weapon. Did you all know it was a secret weapon? It is, because once we find it, man, things begin to happen. We have more control of ourselves because we are focused. It's about getting rid of all the chaos and being right here, being present. So we're going to talk a lot about that during this time. I want you to kind of look at these key concepts. And I want you just to start thinking. I want you to start beginning to understand the buzz around mindfulness and being present. And it doesn't mean you have to just sit there in a yoga stance or whatever and just sit and breathe. Being mindfulness, again, you'll hear me over and over and over, just speak to being present. You are also going to learn strategies that will bring you to the moment and discover and connect. So let's move on from here. So the art of living in the moment. We are in this age of distraction, right? We've got so much going on. We're on our screens constantly. We're going to bed really late, which doesn't do much for the next day, but we hear a lot of beeps, just a lot of sounds, and it takes us away from what we should be doing. I'm going to challenge y'all to learn to pay attention and to be in your present. Also, what you can do to hush the buzzing of your own mind, and that's going to be something you're going to have to figure out for yourself. And we're going to offer a lot of variety right now. And know that life unfolds in the present. Don't let it pass you by. Okay, be aware of what's happening around you and make your own decisions for yourself. Okay, so for us to live in the moment, we've got to understand some things. I want you guys to step away from, again, it's about breathing. Yeah, it is about breathing because breathing is good for us. Breathing circulates the blood and the oxygen. It gets our mind clear. It makes our body just nice and feels really good. But it's more than just breathing to live in the moment. Did you think dance like nobody's watching could be in the moment? We just did some dancing with Charles, right? Did you not have fun? Did you, and you were aware of what you were doing, right? Because you had it going on. You wanted to make sure you were doing those moves, whatever was, you were feeling at that moment. But that's part of being present. As Jason was cooking and, let me go back, sorry, exert energy through movement. Again, I'm gonna go right back to what Charles was doing. He showed us some different things, whether it be punching with those uppercuts or some shadow boxing or even just rolling our arms. We were being present, but we were also exerting energy. And then of course, Jason taught us about cooking and tasting and discovering the many opportunities that you could put into a chipotle sauce. Look at the spices that he did and how that all came together. You had vegetables, you had whole grains, you had dairy, you had protein. And you had a little something extra that brought all of the magic together. And you discover during these times what your taste tests are all about. And the last thing I think I want to just add to this right now, something I recently learned. Y'all like to color, right? And I know back a few years ago, they had these coloring books out and they had like different spirals and different designs. And you did it with colored pencils or pens or markers or whatever. That was being mindful. That was getting you to a point that you were escaping what was happening around you and coming to some designs. So we're going to do a little activity in just a sec. But look at these pictures right here. Do you think they're all being mindful? Chat it up right now. What do you see as being mindful in these pictures? I'm challenging y'all. These are all mindful times. They're all being in the present, but they're also different, right? Because there's a lot of energy happening here. You got some dancers. Look at them, they're holding their poses. Look at the strength, look at the agility, look at the flexibility going on there, and just the movement and just feeling good. Are they in their moment? Are they being present? Heck yeah, they are. Look at that bubble. Look at those bubbles within that big old bubble. And there's some bubbles outside. Did that take creativity? Did that take a mindset of being focused on making this happen? Heck yeah, it did. And Michael Jordan, I love to watch Michael Jordan just because he knows how to fly. Do you think he was successful by listening to what the crowd was saying? Can you imagine playing ball in front of all the millions of people that he did? Okay, I'm exaggerating with all the millions, but when you think about TV and all that, heck yeah, right? Could you imagine doing a layup that maybe is really super simple? Well, he's doing more than a layup here, but isn't he getting rid of all the chaos? In order for him to succeed and perform at the level that he did, he understood what mindfulness was. He understood what being present was. And he understood it took practice. It wasn't something that was going to happen overnight. It was something that he decided to do every day. And if you think about it, you hear LeBron James doing the same thing, right? Kobe Bryant, big believer. We have so many, Steph Curry with the Warriors, they all practice mindfulness in their own way, and it gets them to their game. It gets them to the top. You don't have to be a professional athlete to feel the benefits of being present. It's just finding your own, taking that time, whether it be for 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe it's 2 minutes here, 2 minutes again throughout the day, and 2 minutes before you go to bed. It could be prayer. It could be whatever it is that gets you out of the chaos. So the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So we're going to start to do a little activity. Hey, where did my activity go? Well, I'll leave it here. Sorry about that. So this is an artful activity. I want y'all to get a piece of paper. Take that piece of paper, a white piece of paper, just like this. And I want you to fold it in half. Okay? So you're going to take some pens, pencils, whatever you got, and you're going to write one word that is coming to your mind right now. So write that word down, whatever it is, on that half a sheet of paper. Whatever that word is, write it down. For instance, mine is vibe. That's my word. That's what I'm feeling right now. It could be sudden, it could just come to you, but it's my word. I like this word right now, vibe. Just feels good. Once we have this vibe word going on, I want you to take, and you don't have to have colored pens or pencils, but if you do, yay. I want you to start making a design. And here's one that I already worked on, so you get my gist. And this word that I worked on yesterday was present. Do you see what I did? I just started using dots and shapes and lines and arrows. I even wrote the word again, if you see it right out here. And then I just started working from the center and I worked out. And while I was doing this, I was calm, I was present, I was peaceful, but it was fun. You can see that I used so many different colors. Do you have to? No, you don't. But right now, start doing whatever type of shape you want to use, just start working around that word. Again, I'm going to let you see what I kind of did. I did different things, as you see. My movement went all over the place. Straight lines, I did teardrops, I did arrows, I did 3 dots in a row, some were single. I did double like top parts of a triangle. What's nice is that you get started and you can use different colors or whatever you're feeling. You can also use a thinner line or a thicker line or a more vibrant or more or less subdued color. It's all up to you. It's whatever you're feeling. But before you know it, you've designed something really wonderful. And as you're doing that, think about how you're breathing. What's happening right now, right? Yeah, you're being focused and You're present on what you're doing. Nothing else is happening around you, just that. So I'm going to hold you right there because I want you to continue on with this at your own leisure and do it throughout the day because it's fun. Do it tomorrow, do it the next day. And guess what? This doesn't have to end. It can continue. Once you're done here, guess what? You can go to another way. Before you know it, you can tack on many windows of sheets of paper. And you have this awesome display of different words, but with different types of shapes. And this is really pretty cool. It's just an activity that just gets you to being present. Okay, I'm going to take you to the next one because now I'm going to have to get you guys moving a little bit. I've got these 3 cards. And again, this is being mindful. The first card says arms with arrows going up and out. So the movement is going to be very simple. It is going up, out, up, out. So every time I flash this card, what are y'all doing? Let's see it. Let's see it. Up and out. Let's see those arms go. Right here. We're going to turn some music on in a sec. Right on. When you see this card, we're going to wave. And the waving is just here. You can wave here, whatever you want to do. One hand, single, whatever you want to do. But that's what you're going to do is the wave. When you see this purple card, it's a breathe card. All you're going to do is take time to just breathe in and exhale out. So take it right now and let's get going. So I'm going to just hear the beats of the music. Right here. Arms. Right here. Up, out. Good job. Keep it going. Uh-oh. Breathe. Take it in. Wave. Nice. And breathe. Take it in. Exhale out. Again. Here we go. Arms up and out. Up, out. Good job. And take it to a wave. And lastly, let's breathe. Breathe. Cool deal. Let's all take one breath together, please. Inhale, take those arms up. Bring them into prayer position, hold them in. Press against those palms, press against those fingers. Take it out as you exhale here, inhale here. Exhale, let's go and rotate the wrists as we take them down. Nice job. Take it side to side with those elbows and shoulders. Take it right here. One more time. I'm going to turn this way because I want to have you do like a little cow and cat. So we're going to start in a cat. Nice job. Take it into a cow. And as you're in your cow, you're going to arch that back. Take it into a cow. As you round that back, again, take it right here. Exhale out. One more, please, here. Exhale out. Shake it out. All right, you've gotten some good information from us. This was all about powering the body. We gave you some snackable bites to take care of your most precious possession ever, and that was about you all. You got to, again, discover how eating can be, besides being beautiful, it's tasty good and what the great nutrients and vitamins do for your body to get you to a state where you can be up and moving, right? Because when you have a strong body, strong mind, strong spirit, it works like gangbusters. And again, it's really important to learn to be focused. We're in crazy times, remember, crazy times. But let's bring it all back because it's our time. It's our time to do what we need to do to keep our bodies good and well. Guys, Charles and Jason, you guys have anything else you want to share before we answer any questions?
No, I just want to thank you guys for allowing us to share space with you guys to give you some valuable information that I hope you guys apply to your lives immediately.
Right? How about you, Jason? Any last words?
Yeah, just remembering that none of these things stand alone. Nutrition helps you be active, being active helps you be mindful, being mindful helps you eat better. So it's all one big thing for your wellness. It's not just like I eat healthy and don't work out. They all work together to help you be the best you.
Yeah, remember, these are all important parts to develop your own healthy, active lifestyle. So we want to hear up from you all. Do you have any questions for us? Any questions? Anybody want to?
You were getting lots of thank yous. Thank you for sharing. The information was fun. We loved everything, from the burrito to the caps to the breathing exercises.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So important. Remember, it's all about finding what's good for you all. Don't, what someone else does doesn't mean it's going to be what you should be doing. It's about discovery, finding what you like, and it's nice for variety. And change it up. Don't ever get stuck on one thing.
Very true. Participants, please don't leave as we have further announcements coming.
All right. Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure. We hope to see you again soon in the future.
Definitely.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now.
Thank you.
Bye.